cards, the dice from my generation. I'll take the come on, let's get it on. The loss, the money, we're in this together and do it all. They say that nothing's forever and they refuse to see the change in me. Why won't they wake up?
Well, hello. I'm glad you've all joined us tonight for this. Actually, it's
special.
Okay. No, we're not doing not today, Putty. Later down the line, like the go home for Mania, we'll do an ASMR Raw. We'll do
Mania.
ASM Raw.
Oh, see, that should have been the whole series. You know what? I actually think the series may have been better if Raw was entirely the way it was, except it was just 100% ASMR.
I like it.
ASMR wrestling podcast with some really shit TEW in the background.
I mean, I still got to launch the pilot of TEW Stars and Celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out.
Don't spoil that. That's actually a thing I think you should do.
That's true. Somebody's gonna steal it now. I trademarked. If you fuckers come and take it, I will report you for stealing.
Roxry on Twitter was telling me that he would be totally into TEW ASMR.
Yeah.
So it's a market. At least one person.
At least one person would listen. Huzzah!
We don't know for sure that at least one person would watch, but at least one person would listen.
It's true.
Have we got a good episode today, Tucker?
We've got an alright episode today. About as alright as Raw gets.
You refuse to hype it up. You're like, no, we got a pretty good. No.
We're in the Rose Garden Arena in Oklahoma City.
Dirty.
I know.
I feel like there's a girl out there called Rose Garden.
We're in her arena.
Ooh, yeah, we are.
No, she just owns it. God damn, what's wrong with you?
She said okay. See that? She's like, okay.
Okay, Rose.
We're also in her Mid-South region.
God damn it, buddy.
What? We are.
All right, folks. Before this goes any further, let's run the show, and we're gonna kick things off with a true champion. Vince McMahon comes down to the ring with Chris Hero, Steph McMahon, and the World Heavyweight I may have just said Steph McMahon. Fuck it.
Steph McMahon.
Steph McMahon. There you go. You got a new name. You got a new name. And so Vince comes out with the World Heavyweight Championship, and he says, I have no clue what the fuck he's going to say in this promo.
Come on, this is your magnum opus. This should be the greatest promo in the history of the series.
I finally took back what was rightfully mine. Ever since my father opened WWF all the way back in insert year here.
Let's say 57.
57. Do not quote me on that.
Hey, if anybody says it isn't 57, that's alternative facts.
It's true.
Fake news.
Fake news. Sad. It has always been in the McMahon legacy to hold this championship. And then Hero's like, Vince, that's technically the NWA belt. You never really owned that till...
And you've already, held the WWE
title.
Like,
there's not that... You also held the ECW title.
That was weird.
Yeah,
You've actually now held all three of the major post-2000 world titles.
Yeah, so cool. Vince, what do you want about? And he says, Chris, I love you, but shut the fuck up. I am finally...
You're like the son I never had.
I am finally on top of the mountain, the way I'm supposed to be. And then he does his... He holds up the belt. And he says, and thanks to you, Chris, not only am I world champion, but thanks to me, Chris, you are going to become a world champion. Chris, for your actions last night, I am giving you a brand new car. Hey!
And then just hot women roll out the Rolls Royce. They're like, and this edition of the Rolls Royce came out in 1984. Chris is inheriting 5,000 miles. It's a really sturdy kicker, and it can be yours at home for the low, low price of $999,000 US.
And Chris, along with your car,
Sponsored by Ford.
I would like to give you access to the McMahon home personal gym so you can get ready for your match at the Royal Rumble.
Worth.
Chris,
Hey, Trips used that gym to train for Mania 22.
Chris sheds a tear and he's like, will Triple H be there? It's like, who the fuck is that? We don't acknowledge him anymore ever since he took my dev fed and ran away.
I like to think Trips is there, and so is Shane, and they're like, hey.
They just kind of hang out. They're like, hey, are you the next discarded son figure Vince has thrown into the gym?
Chris will be there soon.
And so, I am proud to announce that finally, the McMahons are back on top.
Oh no, Tucker, you died.
What?
I named an heir after you in EU4, and he's dead.
Oh, fuck. Not good.
Nope. You were good, too.
Damn it. Unlike real life.
Actually, his name was Tucker D.
Oh, that's not right. I'm MC David Dizzle. La Sombra defeats Dolph Ziggler in 10 minutes, 21 seconds, but pinfall the Hammerlock Snap DDT. Big upset.
Yeah, kind of. They're both kind of guys that I think are important, but we never see.
It's very true. Actually, Dolph Ziggler's not important. You never see him. So, like...
No, but in the summer he had a feud for SummerSlam, so that, to me, maybe thought he was somewhat important.
Buddy, it's January now.
I know. I'm aware, good sir. I am fully aware of my surroundings.
Come on. What's wrong with you? So, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins cut a promo on the Wyatt family. And they're like, we coming for you, Bray. We coming for you. And they're in like the Shield place or whatever. And for some reason, they're like the Usos, where they're just pretending to be black guys. I don't know.
Wait, you're saying to me right now that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins aren't black? Bro, you don't mess with me. All right, fool. don't even joke about these things.
And so they're in the old Shield place. And they're like, Bray, Roman, Luke.
Braun.
No, not Braun.
Oh.
God damn it, Putty. Not Braun. I have established that Braun is not with them.
A man can dream, can't he?
No, shut the fuck up. Dean and Seth say, justice is coming for you. We are coming together.
Oh.
At pictures of you.
Oh.
And Bray, well, we're just going to kick your ass.
They're not coming together at pictures of Bray?
No, only of Roman.
Okay. That's understandable. Roman's very sexy.
So Joey Styles delivers an update on Cesaro.
Oh my god.
And Cesaro has, oh my god. Cesaro has, oh my god. He's, oh my god. He's broken his, oh my god. He broke his neck and, oh my god. He is going to, oh my god, be out for, oh my god, a year plus. Oh my god.
A year plus?
A year plus.
Holy fuck.
So
Rip, wait a minute.
He's done for the rest of the series, folks.
I think we need to take this moment to acknowledge the leader of the Seaverse. Because he has been a very significant part of this series from day one. From his first pay-per-view match on the series against The Miz inside a steel cage at the Great American Bash, all the way until inside another steel cage, this time in the Elimination Chamber.
It came full
where
circle.
He broke his neck. He has been the lead, not the leader, but a member of Kings Eventually Die, a major heel faction in the winter of 2016 on SmackDown. He has been a significant member of Los Ingobernables Worldwide, the Denny's. A significant faction on Raw. He has been a world champion on both brands, the only person to do that in the series, and put on numerous great matches. He even carried Neville to a good match. That's something special right there.
And ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's going to be it for Cesaro for the entire series. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of nice that, I don't know. It's not nice, I guess, that he doesn't get to do something at Mania, because that would have been nice for him, but...
He kind of got shafted 2 Manias in a row.
Yeah, but to be totally honest, like, it's almost better this way, so I didn't fuck it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
And then the one thing I have to say is thank you, Cesaro.
I concur.
All of a sudden, February 2019 on Raw, vignettes for The Machine start playing. Everybody's like, oh no!
Vignettes for The Machines start playing.
Oh no, it's happening
That's
again.
right, they're coming back as a tag team. They're coming back as a tag team.
Yep. Both Cesaro and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
They're the Machines together. Putty's shit list gets their shit kicked in by Carl Deal and Jimmy Uso of the Apollo crew.
Can I say, though, as much shit as I give those lads, Austin Aries' package in this match was sensational.
I love Austin Aries' package.
It's one of the greatest I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of packages.
It's probably the best thing about him.
Oh, probably? It's definitely the best thing about him.
Yeah.
His package is almost up there with his banana. You know, the one he eats on NXT.
Yeah. That is a weird thing. Why does he just eat that banana?
Well, have you heard the theory about that?
What?
So Squared Circle said something a couple of years ago. You know the Reddit Squared Circle?
Yeah.
They said something a couple of years ago. There was a thread about it where they said if anybody who read Squared Circle, who was a member of Squared Circle, ever got to be like a big guy in WWE or NXT, they should signal that by eating a banana.
Is that a shoot?
That's a shoot thing that they said a couple of years ago.
Holy shit.
It got brought up again when Aries got on and did that. So, you know, that's a theory.
Well, shit, what do you know?
That's just a theory. A wrestling theory.
So now we move forward.
God, I've turned into cancer.
You have. As Adrian Neville cuts promo on Naito, and he says, Naito, you thought you could put him in front of me, eh? No, not at all. That RVD fella, he's high off his rocker. You can't stop him. I beat him. 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
technically, all I did was... technically, all I did... Well, oh my god. Sweet
hey,
Jesus,
Jim
buddy. You should have
Ross.
just left it how it was. let me see if I can find myself. I beat him in the middle. No, it's just going to be Finn for the rest of the eternity. Fuck it. I beat him 1, 2, 3, even though technically all I did was take a thing from the sky. I just grabbed it. And yeah... Naito, you gotta put more into your effort. You Asian fuck, open your eyes, mate. Oh shit, I was racist. Oh no. Oh no, I can't be here. Oh no, they're gonna come for me.
You undersold this episode, man. It's fucking lit.
Summer Breeze got a promo in which
It's my favorite SmackDown couple.
Tyler Breeze says it was fucking his. He had the title, even though I think he was eliminated first.
I was so close.
He was so close. He was just a 3 count away. 3 count times 5. That's all it was. Just that close.
Just, you know, just a 15 count away.
Summer nods.
Did you not get any speaking roles anymore? Nominated for Pro of the
Speaking
Year.
of Finn fucking Balor,
I told you Kalisto was great.
he defeats Kalisto in 12 minutes by pinfall de coup de grace.
Kalisto with the carry. Yeah, the carry.
The carry. Kalisto carries people, apparently.
I believe you said that wrong. It's Coupe de Grace.
Oh, I believe it's Coupe de Gracie.
No, Gracie is a fighting family.
Oh.
That Eve Torres married into, I think.
Oh, what the fuck?
Might be wrong on that second one. That might be fake news.
We move forward. It's Naito.
He did open his eyes. He listened to Neville.
He did. He listened to Neville, and he says, "Vince, you motherfucker! I've been talking to David Otunga."
Whoa, language.
And Otunga tells me. Otunga
Jimmy
has told me
upset
that I can put my Raw ownership on the line in order to get what I want. And Vince, you want to know what I want? I want your belt. I want retribution for Antonio Cesaro.
Tony for sure.
And Hero, don't make me think I forgot about you, because you were the one who did the deed. You broke Cesaro's neck. So tonight, you're going to be in the main event against Drew Galloway. And Vince, I want you. Title versus ownership at the Royal Rumble.
It's pretty hype.
I know. Who do you think's going to win? The old man or the guy who doesn't open his eyes?
Well, I'll say this right now, is that I'm not entirely sure Vince is going to take that.
Oh, shit.
So, I mean, I think the story has been developing to go before we even start predicting.
Fair enough.
Personally. But you know if he's going to accept or not. So, you know.
Hero basically tells Naito to go fuck himself.
That's the name of the feud.
Yep. He says, fuck right off, Naito. You're going to throw...
Hey, Finn.
You're going to throw Galloway in my path. And I'm going to knock him down. I'm going to knock him out. Then I'm going to come for you. And I'm going to knock you out.
Wow. That's heartening.
It's some deep, dark, scary shit.
Yeah. It's one of the most nuanced storylines.
And also, it's gonna be interesting because if Naito wins and Hero wins, it's gonna be champion versus champion if these two do square off.
Huh?
That's gonna be fucking hype.
Or there is still on the table, Chris Hero wins the title, Taker wins the Rumble, and the main event of WrestleMania is a rematch of Taker versus Hero from last time.
I know, but I was just saying, like, eventually on some kind of show.
Taker wins the Rumble, cashes in his shot early.
I have numerous
takes
questions.
The title off of the world champ, and it's champion versus champion, Dead Man versus Hero at Mania.
Oh, fuck.
Or who's the current United States champion? Neville. Neville cashes in his option C.
Oh, no. Aries is on the roster, folks. It's in the Raw Constitution.
It's in the Raw Constitution.
It's on Page Herald.
It's on Harold. Oh, that's the most important one.
So we move forward here into another matchup as Big E defeats Bram in 5:33, but pinfall the big ending. And afterwards, Braun charges the ring. He's going after Big E again. But it's the other members of the New Day. They come out and they try to help Big E fight off Braun, and they succeed. The three of them start to battle Braun back, but really before it's ever really decisive or not whether the New Day are beating up Braun just leaves. He's like, fuck it, no, I'm not doing that. Not today.
This is not my priority.
Yeah, Braun's like, not my 3-man team. My 3-man team is the Wyatts.
Hey, see?
No, I didn't mean it. We have a promo from that 3-man team. As Bray says, Ambrose, Rollins, man.
Can you check the volume of the blueberries?
What?
You know what I mean.
No?
Oh. Make sure I'm not too loud.
No, you're not too loud. Why?
Just check it's on 20. We can all see. Okay.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
want to make sure.
Jesus Christ, everybody.
You don't want to re-record this episode. This episode's really good.
Fine. Fair enough. And Bray says, Dean, Rollins. Yeah, man. Long time ago, man.
A long time
man
ago.
Lured me into the forest.
Oh, shit.
And he fucked me. That man was my father. And Dean...
This is really risky for WWE to cover this ground.
And Dean, Seth, when me, Roman, and Luke get done with you, you'll have 3 fathers.
Bray, it's okay.
We have both attacked sexual assault and gay marriage.
Wait, where was the gay marriage?
The three fathers gimmick.
Oh.
Gay relationships? Gay parents? I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, boo. It's alright. It's alright.
Note, anything Bray Wyatt has just said is not canon.
Oh. Okay. Just after school special.
Bray goes and beats up Sin Cara.
To get out that repressed
Yes.
rage from being molested as a child.
Yes. Luke Harper is like, he's just high, guys. He's just high. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Bray's like, I'm gonna beat you like my daddy beat me. Starts beating the fuck out of Sin Cara.
He starts beating the fuck out of Sin Cara with his dick.
Let's remind everyone, Sin Cara is still on the Raw roster.
Primo's still on the Raw roster. He was in rehab, so he survived
Okay.
the purges.
See, I was about to say, I'm sure one of those people was in rehab.
As we move forward, and Vince, it's official, folks. Vince has accepted the match against Tetsuya Naito at the Royal Rumble.
Hype.
And even more additionally, Vince has called off the raid on Titan Towers. The greatest angle
No.
in the history of sports is
Feud of the year.
finally over.
Thank you, Tucker. I guess.
And so, as Vince announced that, Jericho bursts onto the set and is like, Vince, what the fuck?
Wait, the shoot set?
Yes.
He's got a script in his hand.
Yeah.
He's like, Vince.
He breaks onto the set, like the interview set. And he's like, Vince, what the fuck, man? He's like, we were in this together. We were gonna get it back.
We're all in this together.
And Vince is like, never mind that, Chris. I'll do it myself. One-on-one. Now you go relax or something. You deserve it. Chris is like, but what about
What about friendship?
what about friendship? Exactly.
Unicorns.
He's like, but
Rainbows.
we were all friends, so we were gonna do this together. Teamwork and all that other bullshit. And Vince is like, it's fine, son. It's fine.
I'm so sad for Chris Jericho right now.
And he's like,
oh my
it's-
god, you actually made me care about Chris Jericho, you bastard!
And then Chris Jericho turns around. He actually sheds a tear. Vince leaves, and Chris turns around, and we follow him. And he just walks around, and he walks back to his locker room,
Does he
head
walk in
down.
the mean streets of Montreal.
Yeah, he sees a random snowman, and he's like, "Have you
Takes
seen
over.
Kevin Owens?" It's like, "No, he's on the other show." And it's
I
like,
think the snowman's got like this giant knife, and he's got like a picture
Yeah.
of a bear.
Have you
and he's
seen
like,
this
he
man?
looks like this.
"Have you seen this man?"
Which reminds me, you know what's a really good pro wrestling movie that I saw yesterday?
Trying to think of Brother Bear. I don't know.
Rewatched yesterday.
I'm trying to think
Kung
of
Fu
any
Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. Damn it!
Really great professional wrestling movie. No joke. You ever want to like book better? You want to have like a bunch of like tropes to reuse and stuff? Absolutely. Go watch Kung Fu Panda. one of the
Kung
best
Fu
professional
Panda.
wrestling.
But if you want to be like Putty and myself, go watch Kung Fu Panda. That's the
Oh,
first
it's way
step.
better than anything. Like the action.
That is
scenes are
step.
so
That is
perfectly
step
paced.
one of the ultimate TEW booking guidelines. Step 1 of 99, and you can get those all by just paying your $9.99 per month and getting it on the
If you
WWE
do head
network.
over to my Patreon
Yep.
and donate, we will have one-on-one coaching
Shield
sessions.
the Patreon account that nobody knows you have. Let's go.
You want to head over to my Patreon, which will be in the link in the description.
If I remember. If not, go
No,
to Putty's
I've
channel.
got access to your channel. It's gonna be
Putty,
in the
Putty
link
will
in the
put it in
description.
there when I'm not looking.
You know, you will have a one-on-one session with one of us about TEW.
Yeah, you'll get me, and I'll be like, I don't fucking know. I just
It will
book
most
shit.
likely be Tucker, but he's got, he's my apprentice.
I'm not your apprentice. Putty cannot legally fire me.
So here's my question: after seeing, you can't fire an apprentice. After seeing,
Donald Trump did, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's fake news. When after Chris sees the knocked over snowman, how does he feel, and what does he do?
He's very still crushed. And he goes and he looks at the snowman and he says, that's how I feel right now.
Does he knock on a local door and go, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
No, he just goes back to his locker room.
Oh, I like to think you went all the way to Montreal from Rose's Mid-South region and then flew all the way back.
What?
All within the 6-minute angle.
What? Putty.
So back in Chris's locker room.
Yeah, Chris goes to his locker room and he's sitting there, man. He's not looking too good.
Oh shit!
And
is there some rope under his chair?
That's where I was getting. He grabbed some rope.
Not to know I'm the guy who cuts through the subtlety.
Yeah.
Speaking of cutting.
What?
I didn't roll with that segue as well as I was hoping you would.
Speaking of cutting, oh you fuck. Jesus.
Perhaps he gets a visit.
Does he get a visit?
Does he get a visit?
No.
No. So why is that guy in the angle?
What do you mean? What guy's in the angle?
The one on the right.
I don't know what you're talking about. He ties the rope around his neck, hangs it on the ceiling, stands up on the chair, and just as he's about to do it, there's a knock on the door. I can't believe I'm about to do this. This is gonna be so good. Give me a sec. Stop, buddy.
I'm bracing my anus. Okay. So let's set up the scene for you so far. Chris was heavily invested in the raid on Titan Towers. The raid is over. Chris had found all of his recent friends through there, and after a year-long quest to find any friend, his one chance is finally over, and so he's now in a very deep depression. A snowman was dead in Montreal, and nobody wanted to build a snowman with him, so now he's back in Rose's Mid-South region, and he got a knock at the door when he was about to hang himself. Seems my timing was off.
And the door opens. And it's Apollo Crews. And he smiles at Chris with that smile. Chris looks at him. He smiles. And we get a freeze frame. We get a goddamn freeze frame.
Yeah. Louder, Tucker.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
I think while this song is playing, Chris is still got like the noose over his neck.
Yeah, he does. It's a freeze frame, buddy.
Do all the Apollo crew walk in?
Yes.
Does Carl get behind the bar that Chris has in his locker room and start pouring a cold one?
He does. He very much does.
They all like reminisce about the raid on Titan Towers.
And the Apollo crew, they very much do. The Apollo crew has a fourth member. What a goddamn angle.
That's feud of the fucking year.
I had to stall for way too long. I was like, because I was just going to say the lyrics, and I was like, no, I can just fucking play it.
It's so good.
Thank you. Drew Galloway makes his way to the ring.
This fucking episode.
Drew Galloway makes his way to the ring to face Chris Hero. Oh, wow, that was not... Oh, that was not...
There was no storyline, bro.
Yeah, I go. Anyways, Hero beats him.
Two guys doing things to each other.
Hero beats him with a death blow.
Gay.
And we see Steve Austin. He's got a neck brace on. And he's in a helicopter. And it is an Apollo Crews helicopter. And he puts his shades on with his neck brace and he says, Vince, you motherfucker. I'm gonna get you. And we zoom out as Stone Cold Steve Austin drives the helicopter into Vince McMahon's home. There is a large explosion. Steve Austin stands up and walks out of the flaming building. Takes his sunglasses off just to put them back on as the house explodes in the background, and that's Monday Night Raw.
No, Vince had just gotten everything. The happy ending was on.
Also, Chris Hero now doesn't have a gym to train at, so this is going to be very difficult. That is now an ongoing story. He needs to find somewhere to train.
And also now in WWE kayfabe, there's potentiality that Triple H and Shane McMahon are dead.
Oh my god. You're right, were they there? Where were they?
Well, we haven't seen them in ages, so who knows?
They were with the Apollo crew.
On tour. The Apollo Crew on tour.
It's Slex.
Just like this episode was sex.
Fan favorite Slex. We'll see you guys in the next one.